Hi people, it's the Weekender Show. We preview all the weekend's actions. But before that, that's going to be in the next two videos. We're going to talk about things that we're looking forward to, starting with Ibrahimovic is going to the Premier League. I'm joined with Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV, Younes from 100% Chelsea, and Sam from United People TV. How exciting is this? Robbie, you're not too bothered, but Man United fan, Sam, you must be.
Well, we just need any sort of striker. But if Ibrahimovic fancies coming, I'd take him. I mean, come on, he's 34, but what, is he going to go for a year and then go to America?
So the story is that he has 3 months of his contract left at PSG, and he's not renewing his lease on his flat in Paris. And he's already bought a flat that's going to be built in Florida in 2017. So it looks like he's going to go to Miami and play for them, for David Beckham's team. But he's got a season in between. And he was hinting, he was going straight to the sort of English press to sort of hint that he's big things are going to happen and that he might be coming to the Premier League. So are you looking forward to him coming to Man United?
It sounds like he's trying to worm his way into a move. But if he's going to go David Beckham's team in Miami, he's going to have to go David Beckham's team in England, surely.
yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Is that crew?
Preston North End,
Preston on loan.
Yeah,
It's like Preston.
So would you take him? Would you want him?
Of course you take him in a heartbeat. He's the sort of player that, from a United brand perspective, they were all over that like a wet fish. And from United fans' perspective, we need goal scorers. The guy scores goals.
Absolutely.
End of story.
29 goals this season already. Guy's on fire. I mean, Liga is not the best, but still.
He's a bit like Berbatov, though. You know, it doesn't move. Yeah. But if you can play the right football around, you've got the right wingers that are bringing the balls into him. The guy will score goals.
And I think that part of the link is if Mourinho goes there, then they're best buddies. It could happen.
So you've got some perfect storm coming here that all these things happen. Is right. It's, okay, the lease is gone in the house in France. He's going to buy a flat in Florida.
It's not lazy journalism.
It's not at all.
He's following Rooney on Instagram.
yeah. Younes, what are you looking forward to?
Well, Ibrahimovic, to be honest.
You're going for him, are you? You're taking it.
I'd love him at Chelsea. And if Mourinho was still at Chelsea, unfortunately, he's gone.
But
if he was, it'd be perfect. Diego
not.
Costa, Ibra, fire.
I guess the facts are that Mourinho isn't manager of Man United just yet. So if that doesn't happen, then Van Gaal might not be someone that...
It's a when, not if, because there's absolutely no way that Ibrahimovic is playing under Van Gaal. Yeah. They have a tetchy relationship, to put it politely for you weekend viewers. But there's absolutely no chance of playing under Van Gaal. And I now think it's a case of when and not if Mourinho comes in.
Yeah, he's got big wages, so Chelsea, that's one of the options. Arsenal, no?
Listen, pensioners, mate. I mean, pensioners. Ibrahimovic, class player, but I think he says a lot about these two clubs, that they're desperate to get Ibrahimovic.
You take Ibrahimovic, don't even try and say that you would not sign Ibrahimovic.
Instead of trying to find like a young up-and-coming player that you can, that will be the next Ibrahimovic, rather than Ibrahimovic 34, let him go to China, let him go to America.
This is why you ain't won the league.
Robbie, what happened when we bought your old striker, Robbie?
This is the problem with both of your clubs at the moment. You're just trying to buy it. There's no thought process going into players that you're trying to bring in. That's what's happened at Man United.
Not at all. That was a great thought process.
That's why you bought Schweinsteiger.
Mate, that was a great thought process behind that.
Great thought process.
It's just his injuries have come through.
Bayern Munich said, he's old. How would we be able to sort of get rid of a legend? Oh, don't worry, Man United will pay big money for him.
Mate, we paid like $6 million for him and they replaced him with Vidal. Of course they were going to do that. It's a great business plan.
Start thinking a bit more about your transfers,
So, Robbie, tell me, what are you looking forward to
Let's
this
look forward
weekend?
to something real. I'm looking forward to Arsenal battling out on three fronts this week.
A massive
Cup,
week.
Barcelona in the league.
Hang on, before that,
in the Champions League.
You've got Hull first.
Yeah, Hull, which is a repeat of the FA Cup final a couple of years ago. Barcelona, a little bit better than Michelin, but I know,
little bit, only marginal.
And then of course next
Same
weekend,
ticket prices.
And then of course then Man United. So 3 massive games coming up, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
As a real test for the squad, both physically and mentally, don't you think? How's Wenger going to approach those 3 games?
The good news is, as we saw with Danny Welbeck coming back, players coming back for Arsenal are going to be vital. We've got a bench at last. For the past couple of months, we've been playing games, and there's been no options on the bench. So basically, the only option's been Kieran Gibbs coming on as a makeshift left winger. Mm. We've had no attacking options, whereas at the weekend against Leicester, I think why we actually won that game, well, obviously because we were able to bring Theo Walcott and Danny Welbeck off the bench. Joel Campbell was still on the bench. So we've got a bench at last. So there's strength in depth, and that is really going to set us in good stead for the games coming up, particularly with the amount of games coming up as well. So I'm really looking massive games coming up for us.
Yeah, it's getting to crunch time now. But let's not forget, it is the FA Cup this weekend after all. So I'm looking forward to the FA Cup. It's starting to heat up there, and some cup sets. I think, so for me, just quickly, we're going to be doing our predictions in the next 2 videos, but for me, I think Reading, that's my cup set this week, I reckon. What's your cup set?
You're hankering for a cup set, isn't it? Every
Just like
single
saying
week.
cup set,
I'm
yeah.
on the cup set.
He loves his
my underdogs. We know this now.
I can see him crying last week with Leicester when that 94th minute goal when he.
Hey, we'll talk about that another time. This is FA Cup now. So I'm going Reading. What's your cup set?
Yeah, Reading as well.
Yeah? What's your cup set?
I don't really see much. If there's any, I think Palace might against Tottenham.
Okay, and Robbie?
It's a massive one for me, and I think Chelsea might beat Man City.
That's your upset.
That's an upset.
That is a huge upset.
Well, you've got a team down near the bottom taking on one of the team at the top.
The minnows of Chelsea against the might of City.
So let us know what you're looking forward to this weekend. We want to know actually, where do you think Ibrahimovic should go if he does come to the Premier League? What do you think about Arsenal's chances over the next week? And also, where's the cup set coming from? Because I like to see those in the comments below. Like the video if you like it, and also subscribe to the Ball Street channel. Next up, it's our prediction shows. So, in one hand, I've got a cup double, Europa League and the FA Cup. And in the other hand, you go into the last day of the Premier League season on top of the league. Which one would you take?
Oh, you've got to be top of the league, mate. It's you know, on their day, anyone could win